Yeah, Jessica, it is very difficult to watch. We are actually going to go through it and show our viewers what he is apologizing for. But
I was naive and young when I met him, so I feel like he tried to take advantage of that and manipulate me. It made me feel low about myself.
Yes, Jessica, it's really hard to watch. We're going to go through it and show our viewers what he is apologizing for, but I feel like he tried to manipulate me because I was naive and young when we first met. It made me feel bad about myself. Hold on to your seats, everyone. With some astounding revelations regarding her former partner Diddy Colmes in an unexpected turn of events, Jennifer Lopez is now breaking her silence. Lopez says that compared to Kessie's account, her encounters with Diddy were even more terrifying. She describes close calls with the authorities and a turbulent relationship that would have resulted in her arrest. Lopez is now supporting Kessie by teaming up with her in a high-stakes legal battle against the music mogul. It can be rather challenging to think back on your worst moments, but occasionally you have to. I was up after Cece's explosive abuse lawsuit. Diddy, who was once honored for his charitable endeavors and celebrated as an MTV global icon, saw his reputation crumble. The singer's claims of physical violence and coerced group activities opened the floodgates, resulting in numerous other allegations of abuse and harassment against Diddy and his bad boy. Despite Diddy's claims, the associates quickly reached a private deal with Kessie. Although it's easy to mistake Puff for a friend, the fallout continues to cast a long shadow over his career and personal life. Authorities have raided Diddy's homes, hinting at a federal sex trafficking investigation with international implications. Homeland Security's involvement and the mountain of civil lawsuits suggest a storm of legal troubles. As the investigation progresses, Diddy is experiencing impending events. Jennifer Lopez's revelations add a new layer of scandal, raising the possibility that more shocking details from the celebrity saga will surface. Previously a member of the glamorous Hollywood couple known as JLo and Diddy, Jennifer Lopez has come forward with unsettling accounts of her time with music mogul Puffy Combs. She revealed that their relationship, which on the surface appeared glamorous, was actually marred by emotional abuse, cheating, and legal entanglements that almost destroyed her career. Her 2024 documentary, The Greatest Love Story Ever Told, Lopez revealed that Diddy frequently acted rudely and rough, which was a reflection of a turbulent relationship that she had alluded to but never completely disclosed until now. Lopez describes the terrifying ordeal of their December 1999 arrest, a turning point that dangerously and dramatically brought their connection to the public's attention. After a nightclub shooting in New York City, the couple was arrested on charges of bribery and weaponry. The defendants were accused of criminal possession of a weapon in the second and third degrees for having loaded 9mm guns, though Lopez was ultimately found not guilty. The entire ordeal was a nightmare. Lopez stated to Elle magazine she now says that this episode was only one of many dark moments during their time together. The accusations against me are wholly untrue, and perhaps, with time, we'll start to see. I was scared to death in the car. The ongoing allegations of infidelity contributed to the distress. Lopez has acknowledged that Diddy was unfaithful, which damaged the foundation of their relationship. She told Vibe magazine that Diddy would frequently vanish for evenings, saying he was at a club, leaving her in a state of continual anxiety and emotional turmoil. It was the first time I was with someone who wasn't faithful, she said. Lopez acknowledged, I was in this relationship with Puff where I was totally crying. Crazy and going crazy, it really took my whole life in a tailspin. According to close insiders, the moment when the leaked footage of Kessie being beaten by Diddy was released was crucial in pressuring Lopez to finally break her silence. Lopez was horrified and appalled by the video, which showed a degree of brutality she had always feared but had managed to avoid. Jen Lopez told the Daily Mail that she is appalled to find that the man she once trusted has been involved in such heinous activities, but she will not address the claims or spend time talking about them because it is not her tale to tell. The problem is in the way he seems to be trying to assert his authority and control over others, even if she is reluctant to talk about the assault footage in public. According to Lopez's disclosures in her documentary and recent interviews, she was in a very troubled relationship. She talked about being mistreated and treated in ways that were not loving. "There were people in my life who said I love you," she said, making clear that she was referring to her time with Diddy without specifically naming him. This covert revelation has only increased conjecture, with observers and admirers connecting her experiences to Diddy's ongoing legal issues. Together with Lopez's revelations, the federal investigation into Diddy's alleged sex trafficking activities suggests that the fallout from the scandals is still very much present. Authorities are reportedly closely examining Diddy's contacts and movements, raising the possibility of more shocking information as Lopez shows support for Kessie. These women's bravery in speaking up could inspire others to speak up and share their experiences. The compelling story of Lopez's survival and resilience begs the question of how many more women might come forward as the investigation goes on. Lopez once asked herself a question that ultimately caused her to end her relationship with Diddy. This question now resonates more widely as people around the world wait to see what other truths will emerge from the shadows of Diddy's past and now delve deeper into the murky underbelly of Diddy's alleged abuses. The music mogul's shocking revelations about 2 more women have added fuel to the already raging firestorm surrounding Diddy's reputation. Kessie and Jennifer Lopez appear to not be alone in their heroin experiences. "I remember thinking, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but I felt like I was in a presence of his mon." It was a disturbing turn of events. Former Syracuse University student Joey Dickerson came forward with allegations that went back to the early 1990s. In her lawsuit, Dickerson described a terrifying encounter she had with Diddy, who was at the time a rising star in the hip-hop scene in New York City. Dickerson was physically and verbally abused by Colmes, who mercilessly recorded the attack and released it to the music industry. "I don't feel like I could stand up for myself at that point because I realized that this guy was the cause of Dickerson's descent into a deep depression, which had serious repercussions for her mental and emotional health." Similarly, an anonymous woman going by the name Jane Doe described a terrifying story of abuse and violence that she and her friend claimed Diddy and R&B singer Aaron Hall committed after they attended a music industry event. In the story, Jane Doe and her friend claim that Hall forced them into intimate acts after attending an event, and Hall claimed to have taken pictures of her in the studio, one of which shows her sitting on Diddy's lap. In a startling turn of events, Coles allegedly attacked her friend in a different room as Hall violently attacked Jane Doe, making the already painful scenario even worse. Afterwards, Colmes showed up at the victim's house, violently abusing Jane Doe and intimidating them into silence. These startling claims present a devastating picture of Diddy's alleged decades-long practice of abuse and deception, leaving a traumatized legacy in its wake. As the allegations against Diddy continue to mount, questions loom over the scope of his alleged abuses and who else may come forward with their own stories of survival and resilience. In light of these developments, the spotlight becomes more intensely focused on Diddy's past actions as well as the systemic issues of power and exploitation within the entertainment industry. The emergence of these new accusers lends weight to Kessie and Lopez's claims, suggesting a disturbing pattern of behavior that extends far beyond isolated incidents. The resurfaced remarks of Diddy's ex-girlfriend Gina Hindalo are unavoidable. Her accusations of physical and emotional abuse lend additional weight to the growing chorus of voices criticizing the music mogul. "I mean, for the first 3 or 4 months, he was really nice, but then he started being it so much like Cohen's horrific accounts of violence and coercion revealed the widespread culture of fear and quiet that has allowed Diddy's alleged crimes to remain unchecked for so long." In addition to the unsettling revelation from Diddy's former bodyguard, Diddy would constantly make fun of me and act as though I was the one being physically and mentally abused. The Janan deal deepens the story by implying that Diddy's personal connections have a history of violence and domination. Agreements state that Kim Porter, Indiana, the wake of Cece's lawsuit and subsequent settlement, the music industry finds itself at a crossroads, grappling with uncomfortable truths and systemic failures that have allowed abuse to thrive behind closed doors as Diddy's legal battles unfold. Diddy's ex-girlfriend once resorted to self-defense by slashing his wrists, underscoring the gravity of the allegations and the profound impact of Diddy's alleged behavior on those closest to him. The world awaits with bated breath to see what more revelations will come from the shadows of Diddy's past. With every new development, the facade of glamour and success surrounding Diddy crumbles, revealing the dark reality beneath as the voices of survivors grow louder, demanding accountability and justice. Only time will tell how this saga plays out, but one thing is certain: the truth cannot stay buried forever. I suppose that's where the term bad boy originates, as people are unsure of what exactly a bad boy is or why he chose that name. As the accusations against Diddy mount, the public outcry is intensifying, shocking fans while also shocking themselves. Long-standing suspicions about Diddy's character are coming to light. A fan admitted, "I never liked Diddy because there was always something off about him." Another commented, "Hotel needs to be sued for not reporting the abuse. There should be laws against hiding something like that." I was at a loss as to why I didn't like him. Perhaps my spirit saw something that my eyes were blind to. Before we bid AO, our avid viewers would like to hear from you about the role of institutions in cases like these and whether there should be legal repercussions for those who turn a blind eye to abuse and Diddy. This sentiment suggests a collective intuition that transcends mere appearances, hinting at a deeper understanding of the complexities surrounding Diddy's persona and actions. Do you think these accusations will spell the end for him professionally, or do you think he'll be able to go on? Leave a comment below with your ideas, and let's continue the conversation until the next time. Keep checking back for more details on the always developing the drama surrounding celebrity scandals.